Welcome to Café Society. I'm Ryan. Today we are out here in the middle of nature. Well, kinda. Today's episode is all about location, location, location. I know that's kind of a cliche saying that usually pertains to like real estate, but in the world of photography and video, it's also really important. And that's why we came out here to film this today. So let's get roaring. In our ads, films, and commercials and stuff, one of the best ways to keep the attention of your audience is to simply show them something or somewhere that they don't normally see in their everyday life. You want to take them out of their world. This is important for a few reasons, but number one is it's just more interesting to look at than some half-awake actor talking about a company's product in someone's basement.
Clean your guitar controller, spray it on like this. That's it, ladies and Terminators.
Secondly, the location in which you choose to shoot your video in kind of subconsciously says a lot about how serious you are about trying to sell this product or this idea. Like, for example, if you're trying to sell cologne, do you want to see some guy screaming about how much he loves the fragrance?
Oh, this is so sexy.
Or would you rather see somebody scaling the side of a mountain cliff, struggling to beat the elements, testing their own strength, and then standing atop that peak of victory, arms raised high in the air, screaming at the top of their lungs in triumph because that day they decided to wear Acquadigio? Yeah. All right, it's getting hot out here. Let's take this back in the office. Okay, there's that thing. Obviously, the second example has more of a powerful statement. Like we discussed in some previous videos, it has a whole hero's journey story arc with a conflict and a resolution, and it plays out in an epic, uncommon setting. Also, it's going to be clear to the audience watching this ad that you as a company are willing to drop a little coin for some high-quality video marketing, which subconsciously tells them that your company is big and legitimate, or at least is like an expert on the product that they're trying to sell. They will be more willing to listen to what you have to say.
So good, baby.
So, how do we find good on-site locations? Well, there's a few ways. Number one is the most straightforward. When I'm just going around my daily life, just, going to places and visiting and trying new things, I kind of keep like a mental bank in the back of my mind of places that I've visited, and I'm always thinking about whether or not, well, maybe this could be a cool location to film someday. And I'll just keep that in the back of my mind for later reference. Maybe down the road I might want to shoot something there. This method may be one of the hardest ones to obtain because then you're going to have to go and convince somebody to let you shoot your movie or whatever on their property or in their cool house or something. Who knows though, maybe they'll be flattered and totally be willing to let you do that. But you'll never know if you don't ask. Number two, there's quite a few websites that have like databases of locations that have already been vetted or have been already filmed at for other movies or productions and entered into a database or a system, so it's easier to find exactly what you're looking for. Some of these sites even let you book these places right from the website and even get like all their permits and things that you need to shoot there legally. Now, of course, since these are sites that have already been filmed at, it is possible to get shots that are similar to other shots in movies that have been filmed there before, so you just have to be careful of this. Some good websites include locationscout.net, locationshub.com, and setscouter.com. A third option would just be to reach out to other video production companies in your area, if there are any, and maybe they already have a list of filming locations and people's names and info that you can get a hold of if you want to shoot somewhere. Sometimes it's just who you know.
Where are the wires?
Exactly.
Also, I should mention, showing your audience a new and exciting location doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be some epic, freaking Monument Valley, way out in the desert somewhere, landscape shot, or up on top of a mountain. Studio locations can be interesting and exciting as well. You just have to get creative with like the lighting and the backgrounds and stuff that you're using in the shot. Basically, you just don't want it to look like you're shooting in your grandma's basement.
No one who dies here ever really dies.
Let me tell you something. Disney Disney has been doing some of the coolest and most innovative stuff I've seen in the recent past, and it's literally changing the way that movies and TV are going to be shot in the future. The Mandalorian, for example. About 50% of that show is shot on special sound stages that are almost 100% surrounded by LED video walls. They can project like digitally rendered environments that were made in video game engines on these walls that look photorealistic, or like fake lights on the walls that cast light onto their actors and stuff. The whole thing just makes the reflections and things on the actors look really seamless. And well, it's because they're actual reflections. And then they'll mix in some practical props and stuff for the actors and people to interact with. All I'm saying is the sky's the limit with this stuff. Or is it? Well, that's all I got for this one. It's been kind of a shorter one, and that's okay. Make sure to like and hit that subscribe button if you're digging this content. It really helps with the background magic that's going on in YouTube land to get more eyeballs on these videos. By the way, a couple of cool things. I've been in cahoots with a few of the other companies here in the Portland area, Funnelbox being one of them. And I think I'm kind of getting a foot in the door with some of these people and like cool production stuff that's been going on around here. I may go into more detail about that later once I get there and I kind of see where these relationships lead. Maybe even take you behind the scenes, if they let me, to see what goes on those sets, because it's probably really cool. To finish this episode, I just want to know, what kinds of places and locations do you just absolutely love? Like for me, I really dig big, epic, like desert landscapes, like the kinds of stuff you would see in awesome, like epic spaghetti westerns and stuff. I actually filmed part of my senior film in college at this place called Fort Rock State Park, which is in Central Oregon, kind of close to Bend. And it's just this awesome high desert plain, and out in the middle of the plain is just this like super dope, monolithic, like rock crater thing it must have been a mountain or something, and it was a really cool filming location. So I just want to know, what are some places you've been to that you think would be really awesome filming locations? Leave your answers in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Peace.